Can someone tell me what the hell is going on here? Colby Chaos Covington is retired? Not even really an announcement, just listed on the UFC website, retired fighter. Colby? He was just talking about being on the White House card. He talked to Schmo 5 months ago. He was talking about Bo Nickel don't want to fight, difference. He was promoting, he was campaigning for fights. And now he's retired at 38. Well, we got to say, regardless of anything, regardless of how you may feel about Colby and the things he said, the things he's done, bro got a 12-5 record in the UFC, lost his last 2, so let's just say 12-3 record, and he lost the rest of them to Kamaru Usman. Bro had a legendary career, man. 12-5 in the UFC. He beat Tyron Woodley. He beat Rafa. Doesn't really matter, man. He beat a lot of guys, bro. He had a legendary career. Crazy rivalries with Kamaru. That was wild. I'm just so surprised by this, guys. But I kind of think about it though. Like, I don't know how much I was looking forward to the buildup of his next fight. Like when he was, come on, you heard the stuff you're saying, Leon. Like he's a wild boy. All right, he is a wild boy, and he's entertaining. We cannot act like he is not an entertainer. The build-up to fights is really what we wanted to see. Obviously, his fighting stuff, not the most entertaining. It's like he was going to get the boot from the UFC for being so boring, and then he upped it with the antics. But the fighting style, it left a little more to be desired at times. I'll say that. Except for in the Kamaru Usman saga. Boy, he looked like he would be the champ if Kamaru wasn't there. Then Kamaru loses to Leon. He beats Jorge Masvidal, again, snoozer, just wrestled him down nasty. Then it looks like when he comes back to fight Leon, he's for sure going to get Leon. Leon can't wrestle. And he just looked gun shy the whole time. But let's backtrack. He had his little legal stuff going on with Jorge. He didn't fight forever, right? Talking about he had a concussion, all that stuff. Then he came back and he looked gun shy. That wasn't the same Colby. Something happened. Now, are we saying Jorge changed him? Ever since that night in Miami, Jorge ran up with the goddamn shiesty mask on his ass. So boom, boom, boom. Was it Jorge that did it? Was it something else? Is it something I'm missing? Because ever since then, he was gone for a minute. He comes back, and next thing you know, he's gun shy, man. He's not the same dude. After everything he said about Leon's dad, all that, and I'm low-key dressed like Leon's dad back in the day. just playing, seriously though. Bro, after that, and then he fights Joaquin Buckley. I thought Joaquin Buckley was the truth after that one. Because he finished Colby Covington. Colby looked awful. I think he had some excuses, injury. I don't know what it is, but I'm just so confused. 5 months ago, you was talking about you should have been on the White House. The White House card would have been next month. And now you retire. Make it make sense. Someone on here, make it make sense to me. Because I don't understand. White House card is next month. You wanted to be on it. You didn't get on it. You were very mad. Then you said, oh, it was my parents. They were putting stuff in my head. So that's why I said that. Okay, fine. That's why you said it. Cool. But then you start talking about Bo Nickel. And how Bo Nickel ducked you. Bo Nickel said, no, he ain't duck him. None of that. I'm just very confused by this, Mr. Colby, Mr. Covington. But I want to show you your respect, because if you really are retired and you're going to be doing RAF, Real American Freestyle Wrestling, more power to you. Because you just competed in that and you looked good. And you're talking about your next thing. So I don't know if it's injuries, if it's just the age, you don't want to do the weight cut anymore, or if you're losing your love of the game and you'd rather just be wrestling. But whatever it is, man, we love you. Well, you're not that loved though, bro, but like Colby is still an entertainer. He's an entertainer, You need people that you don't like. And here's the biggest thing, because some people, they'll talk about Josh Hokett or the Chael Sonnens of the world, and they talk about Colby, and people say, well, what's the biggest difference between what they did and what Colby does? Well, I think people's issues with what they did versus what Colby does is them, it's like they're playing up a character. Well, Hokett, he's literally playing characters, and it's very entertaining. But Chael Sonnen, he had a charmingness to him and he's still being himself, but on steroids. Not literally, Chael, you dirty boy. But he's being himself, but on steroids, and he's playing up the humor, and he's got all the catchphrases and stuff. But then you got Colby, who's like, it's like, bro, this isn't you at all. Like, it just seems like you're being fake. You're just saying crazy stuff for the views. Like, you're just saying whatever, and it's almost, it gave the appearance of like selling your soul in a sense, especially when everyone knows he's supposedly like the quietest guy or the nicest guy behind the scenes. He don't want no smoke. And then the camera comes on, he's a totally different guy. But, there's a lot of bad stories, all right? So I don't know how much he'll be missed by UFC fighters. But shit, man, if you ain't getting in that ring and you not the one that has to account for the words you say, you got to show the guy some respect, man. You got to show him respect. Legendary career. He was a legendary wrestler in general. And, man, bro's had a crazy come up. Wait, he was just on Chael Sonnen's podcast. He was on it this month, I swear. No, this is just not making sense to me, man. We need answers, and we need them quickly. So anyways, I'm out. I just wanted to handle this real quick because the news just dropped right now. I'm just getting back doing my thing. So I'm like, you know what? Let's get active on them. Let's drop again. Let's make it a 4-in-a-day type of day. But yeah, man, hopefully no better info doesn't come out between me uploading this and me filming this, because then, shit, I might gotta refilm. But we don't know nothing. His ass retired. Colby, we love you. Get well soon, baby.